Hey guys, this is the Electric Gordon. We're doing a video on Halo Reach vehicle tips and tricks for all you people who really enjoy flying Banshees or driving Ghosts or whatever. So the first vehicle I'm going to get some tips on is the Banshee. It's first in the Forge list. Banshee is a Covenant flying vehicle. It's kind of unique. Let me get in the back. Usually you want to fly up a little bit so no one can hijack you, because if you fly like only 5 feet off the ground, people are going to hijack you. Anyway, so the primary weapon is the heavy plasma machine guns. They're okay against infantry and stuff, but really the most effective one is the Banshee bomb. The Banshee bomb is an FRG shot, like the fuel rod gun. That it's kind of a green shot. It makes a pretty explosion. It does fall though, so when you fire it, see how it falls down. You gotta watch when you're aiming it that you aim a little above your target. But against other enemy occupied vehicles, it does lock on, which is kind of handy. Although it's really not as strong as you'd expect. It gives an instant kill on enemy infantry, but against like a Wraith, for example, it'll take I think 4 FRG shots to fully destroy the Wraith. If you hit RB, you can cut your engines and stall, so it drops to the ground, and you can jump out without getting injured from fall damage at all. That sometimes really handy if you just want to get out and abandon your Banshee. Once again, hitting LB and pulling back on joystick can make you do a flip. Same with pushing forward on joystick and hitting LB. If you hit LB and go to the side, you just roll sideways. It's also a good way to avoid Banshee bombs. Works the other way too. Yeah. If you hit left trigger, it gives you boost, and you can go pretty fast. But watch out, you do have some somewhat limited boost that needs recharge occasionally. Although the Banshee has a very long boost period of all of the Covenant vehicles. Yeah. That's about it for the Banshee right now. So I'm going to land this. See how, like I said, with the fall damage thing, if you cut the engines too fast, you will pretty much destroy your Banshee. Let's delete that. Move on to the next vehicle. Falcon. Now, Falcon is the UNSC air vehicle. Seats 3 people, a pilot, a gunner over here, and another machine gunner on this side. Now the machine gunners, you get your infinite ammo thing. But you gotta watch out because you can't shoot up very much. You can only really shoot down, and almost straight down. And once again, like all vehicle weapons, all vehicle machine gun turrets in Reach, they do overheat eventually, but it's gonna take you a really long time of shooting to make them overheat. With the Falcon, since it has 2 gunner positions, you want to have 3 people on your team at least to take one, because just taking a Falcon with only 2 people doesn't work very well. You gotta just take your targets on the left side. So usually people get into Falcon and like, hey, what happens? And you just sit here, nothing happens. Well, you gotta hold down the left trigger to get your engines going, take off. Once you get to a nice altitude, you hit RB, and the altitude is locked, so it'll automatically keep you at this altitude, which you can unlock it by hitting RB or hitting the left trigger to adjust your height and stuff. The Falcon really isn't very maneuverable because it's too heavy, unlike the Banshee. The dodging rockets is really not going to be easy. It also can't do any stunts, but it has plenty of armor and firepower, unlike the Banshee. And yeah, although on a straightaway, so it's kind of slow now, but once it gets to about here, your Falcon actually moves faster than a Banshee can at top speed, which is something I didn't know for a long time. Once again, with the Falcon, you gotta get above your targets so your allies can shoot down on the enemies. And also, if you're really low, well, you can't shoot your enemies, and also you can get hijacked very easily. So that's about it with the Banshee. Also the Falcon. If someone lands in your helicopter blades, they will get instant killed, and you'll get a splatter. It's kind of fun on maps like the Spire, but besides that, it's pretty hard to get. The Ghost. The Ghost is basic small Covenant vehicle. One person only. 2 plasma cannons. If you have a sniper rifle, always go for this little thing right here, because it's the fuel tank. Basically, if you use a sniper rifle, I don't have a sniper rifle right now, but just 3 shots with 3 shots with a Magnum, and it instant destroys the Ghost. That's something kind of handy if you're trying to get rid of a Ghost, but also to watch out for if you're driving a Ghost. So, driving a Ghost has the plasma cannons, but those plasma cannons are really downgraded. So usually what you do is you want to do a splatter thing. I don't have anybody else on the map right now, so I can't really show a splatter, but when you do a splatter, don't hit them dead on. Always hit at an angle. Like, for example, I'm just going to drop a fusion coil here. I'll probably die doing this, but whatever. It'll be fun. So say that's your target you want to splatter. Always come at them like that. Oh, I didn't hit there, but it's better to miss than have them armor lock you and destroy you. See, I went on the side. If they would have armor locked me, I wouldn't have died, but if you go dead on and they armor lock you, it's just not going to be pretty. That's about it for the Ghost. So let's get over to the next vehicle. The Mongoose, there's not really much I can say about the Mongoose. It's a 2-person vehicle. You have to have one driver to have a gunner. Has no weapons of its own. Has a really girly sounding horn. Can't quite move as fast as a Warthog. And also, I don't think it can move as fast as a Ghost either. On boost. The handling is okay if you have a Spartan, but watch out if you're an elite. The handling is really going to suck. Basically, if you hit the left trigger, it's the emergency brake, so you can slide with it. But it's not heavy enough to really slide like a Warthog can. Though it can slide a bit. If you hit RB, it just locks up all the wheels, so you just come to a really fast stop, which is kind of handy if you think you're going to fall off a cliff or something. So yeah, that's about it with the Mongoose. Actually, the Revenant. The Revenant, when I first played Reach, I just love the Revenant. Man, it looks kind of awesome for the first thing. You can have one gunner in the passenger seat and a driver in obviously the driver's seat. Has a small plasma mortar, similar to a Wraith plasma mortar, but it's only 1/3 the firepower. It has a pretty cool boost. But the main problem with the Revenant is the gun really kind of sucks. I mean, you can come up and shoot someone in the face. It's gonna take a direct face shot to make a kill with the Revenant, because there's like no splash damage. The one advantage is if it's shut down, the turret still swivels, so you can shoot and aim even if your vehicle is shut down. So with this one, if you hit RB while you're driving forward or on boost, it'll do a bit of a wheelie, which, if you can do it just right, can help you avoid getting blown up by armor lock. Scorpion tank. Scorpion tank, there really isn't much to say about it, other than, well, it owns the tank. I mean, it's got this major shell thing going that'll take out, easily take out 5 enemies in one hit if they're all close together. You can take out a Banshee in 1 shot. You can take down a Wraith in 2, or another Scorpion in 2 shots. Kind of owns, but because it's heavy and armored, it's very slow. The treads are okay. You can kind of strafe with a Scorpion, which can be kind of handy. Also, you can go backwards, which gives an opportunity for the machine gunner in the front to defend you, because it's only a forward-facing stuff, because the turret here is turned this far this way, but it can't go straight backwards. So it's kind of nice to have the Scorpion turn around backwards so you can defend yourself from behind and the front. Yeah, the Scorpion shells, they do take a little bit of time to travel. So if you're trying to shoot Banshee like out there, maybe, it'll take about 2 seconds before the shell actually gets there. Another tip with Scorpion: if you're getting hijacked, just drive into the water if you can, because it's not going to be cool if you are not hijacked, or if you are hijacked. Yeah. Another thing with the Scorpion is the turret can be blown off. I'm going to drop a second one here. If you shoot that other Scorpion right down the barrel, see how the barrel flies off? If I were to drive over to it, or walk over here to it, I can still drive it, sure, but I don't have a turret. I can't shoot. That makes it kind of a pointless vehicle, so you really can't do much with it. I mean, all it is a mega armored Warthog. Now, the Warthogs, basically the controls for all of them are about the same. Here's go to the default hog. You have a driver, you have a passenger who can shoot on the left side, and you can use the Warthog turret in the back, which turns all the way around, unlike the Falcon. Great 3-person vehicle. Actually, mostly it's a great 2-person vehicle. Its controls are almost identical to the Mongoose. Basically, they said it's faster and heavier, and flips a little bit easier, like that. But basically, you can drive pretty fast. I don't know exactly the speed. Once you hit left trigger and you can slide. The right trigger does your horn. It's a lot quieter than the Mongoose horn. If you hit RB, your brakes just lock up and you stop really fast. And that's about it for the Warthog. Yeah. Now the Gauss Hog, only difference is, of course, the Gauss cannon on the back. The Gauss cannon are the shot that actually can go through enemy infantry. So you can shoot, like 2 people in a row, you can just go well bam and take out both in a row. Has a little bit of splash damage. You can take out, I think you can take out a Hog in 2 shots. Wraith or a Scorpion you can take out probably in 4. You got Banshee in probably 1 shot. It's the most powerful Warthog gun of all of them. The Rocket Hog, I want to say, if there's an option to get a Rocket Hog, don't. Because the rockets on it, they really aren't that great. They're very inaccurate. They have a travel time. The only really effective thing is against like Banshees, because they can lock onto Banshees. If you fire too close, or if you fire straight ahead while someone's driving, you're going to start bouncing around. That gets really annoying. Also, I think it takes like 3 or 4 rockets to make a kill against enemy Spartan, just because they aren't very powerful. Okay, last vehicle is Wraith. The Wraith, it's one of my favorites. It's been one of my favorites since Halo 2. It has the good old arcing plasma shot, which is really powerful. It'll take out it's just equivalent to the Scorpion. It'll take out, I think it's a little more firepower actually. It'll take out Scorpion in 2 shots, take out a Wraith in 2 shots, take out anything else in 1 shot. In fire, there's a little half circle indicator on top of the reticle. When that comes up to full, it'll show you when you're fully recharged. Left trigger does boost. It's a really short boost, but it really accelerates when it does that. You can temporarily become the fastest vehicle in the game. When you hit RB, it does a bit of a wheelie thing, which is really fun to do, just be random. Or sometimes Armor Lock, you can use that to jump over their Armor Lock and not get destroyed, which is really nice to have happen when you're driving. Like the Scorpion, it also has the scratch that. Has the plasma turret on the top, just like the machine gun turret in the Scorpion. But like a Scorpion, it only shoots forward. Which is another disadvantage of the Wraith. There's also a blind spot right behind it, which doesn't help very much. If you bust off the engine pods here, it's going to take a while, you can actually get it in anywhere Warthog can go. See how this goes. Anyway, like that. If you do the other side too, you can get it anywhere Warthog can go. Doesn't really affect it very much. Now this is going to be about all. So, for all you who love vehicles, these tips are really good. If you want, I'm coming out with another video on anti-vehicle tips for those of you who hate people who drive vehicles. So, yeah, that's about it. See ya.